P420. He said this is pussy wet. Accent from the Caribbean. So
What is it, Lucas? This is GypjaQ yet again with another sound off. It is one more time, high noon, and the shade is thick because the sun is right over the Unukai tree. And let me tell you something. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it do apply, inbox us if you're mad. Radicalism has y'all shook. And that shit is weird. Because you think that anything that we enjoy now, these freedoms that y'all think that our ancestors fought for and this, that, and the third, you think it didn't take radicalism? You think it took pacifism only? You think literally the fact that people weren't quite willing to do things that y'all would consider radical, and I mean far worse things that y'all haven't even considered whatsoever, that were done, you know what I'm saying, in order to ensure our safety and our forward movement within this system, which is dumb, but nonetheless took radicalism. You think though it was nonviolent resistance and nonviolent protesting that like what Martin Luther King did wasn't radical? Or is only Malcolm X radical? Or is only Du Bois radical? Or is only Garvey radical? Or were only the Black Panthers radical because they had weaponry? Y'all sound stupid, and then on top of it, y'all claim to want change and want to affect change. Y'all won't assist people who are actually out here saying the hard truths, the truths that y'all want to say, because y'all never say that anything that the radicals say is untrue. Y'all never say that it's not going to take what we say it's going to take. Y'all just want to try everything possible else first, and y'all are repeating yourselves currently. So at this point, anything that gets mentioned on this show, anything that gets mentioned by me or Miss Sykes or Miss Patty or Jack Fuller, anything that gets mentioned by a single Anu kid, anything that gets mentioned by anyone that is a part of the Anukai brand and the Anukai tribe, is going to be radical. And in fact, that radicalness is late. And in fact, that radicalness is exactly where we need to be, so it's not actually radical. Because it's the last thing, it's the last resort. It's the last thing that we can do. All the things that we speak here. Speaking about actually sitting at home and not getting up. That's radical. Stay home when they say go to work. Don't pay rent. That's radical? If that's radical, then y'all don't really want change. If that's radical, then y'all don't understand your own power. If that's radical, then y'all agree with white supremacy far more than you care to admit. If that's radical, then what you want is not freedom. What you want is the ability and the access to the exploitation of your own people, which we have to do every day. Using these phones is exploitation. Getting a check that is tax deductible is exploitation. Getting a check in which the government uses your taxes in any way is exploitation, sweetheart. None of us are any better than Oprah. None of us are any better than anyone who has all the money possible that they got through means of exploitation, whether they knew that's what they were doing or not. The only thing that makes us different is the access. That's the only thing that makes us different. And y'all want the access. Y'all don't want freedom. Y'all don't want the resources. You want to be white. And if it takes us at the Anukai tree being white, when 5 years from now, y'all gonna be like doing everything that we're doing now to make it, to get mad followers, to get the support of sponsors, to get friends to follow us, friends to follow us. If we have to adopt and adorn more whiteness other than this fabulous, very storm-like hair, to please you niggas? Hold your breath. That's GypjaQ.
I'll whip you off the map with that flat little flap. Is you gon' cap?